Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. A YouTuber is on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long boys blues, 1975.
Hey YouTube, Always Post 1975. Look at me, I'm so happy. 1975, and welcome to another Fat Friday video. Series of videos where I take a look at some of the more interesting things you can find to eat in the high street. Why am I so happy? Not because I'm genuinely looking forward to this meal, because this is my genuine lunch, but because my internet is back. My internet kicked in properly at the speed that we pay for, both upload and download, last Sunday. BT didn't bother to tell me or the thousands and thousands of other customers out in this neck of the woods who could not use their internet. No, why would they do that? We all basically put two and two together when we tried, using it on Sunday, and well, I was streaming and I was uploading at the same time. Look at me, living the fucking dream. However, BT has also not mentioned any form of compensation whatsoever for us. I'm sorry, BT, just because we have to have you out here because you still run a monopoly in the burbs does not mean that you think you can just sweep this under the rug now and everything goes back to normal. 3 weeks is a bloody long time. Couldn't stream properly, could not upload properly. 3 hours for a 480 video. Honestly, running a YouTube channel in those 3 weeks was bloody hard work. Couldn't download any games for my Series S, for my Oculus Quest 2. Hell, technically couldn't download any games for my Xbox One before everyone says that's your fault for having an all-digital console. Because let's be honest, unless you stay abreast or on top of, I said abreast, on top of all the patches for all the games you've got on your systems, and a big one comes along and therefore you can't play that game until you've patched it. It doesn't matter if you got an all-digital console only. Basically, since the 8th gen, you got shit internet. You're shit out of luck when it comes to playing games. So, basically, thank God for that. Mainly, though, so I can actually upload a video that I don't get grey hair, or more grey hair, I should say, before it's finished. And also, so I can upload a video at which point doesn't completely hammer what's left of my download. So, I can't stream or watch anything unless I buffer the video for 15 minutes. I know, first world problems, but just so happy how simple it is to reduce the modern world to absolutely fucking cavemen by dicking with their internet. Anyway, what do I have to eat this week? Well, if you remember, a few weeks ago, possibly a month ago, I tried the new Iceland Chiquito range, where I tried their peri-peri chips, and they are hands down the nicest chips I've had in ages. They were hot, they had a bite. They were no Iceland scarily spicy chip hot though, but they were very, very, very nice. Now obviously Chiquito is a chain of Tex-Mex restaurants that's been knocking around in the United Kingdom since 1989. I did not know that until I saw this range of goods in Iceland, and they had half peri-peri chickens. They had a whole bunch of stuff that was basically, it's Tex-Mex, so you would expect a level of heat to it, which is why I was extremely happy when I came across that range. Now, are you surprised? My mouth's gone. Pavlov's dogs. Are you surprised I didn't keep the receipt to this? Although, to be fair, it's been a month or so, I think. Yeah, so I have the Chiquito Fiery Chicken Burrito Bowl. Tortilla filled with vegetable basmati rice, shredded chicken marinated in spicy sauce, topped with creamy cheese sauce, and jalapenos. Volcano. 3 rating. Now you're thinking that's only a 3 rating, Dave. You don't generally get out of bed for less than a 3 rating. From what I could tell from their products, they only go up to 3, so this would be their highest heat rating. I've said it before and I'll say it again. When I come to Power, I will standardize the heat rating. So every single company, every single product have to all bow down before me and accept my ruling on what is hot. Trust me, you'll thank me for this. It'll make these things a lot easier. So I'm guessing this was no more, I want to say no more than £3. I'm going to go with, yeah, no more than £3. So if anyone knows what the actual price is, by all means do me a solid and put it in the link in the doohickey down below. It is 460 grams, and when it's a burrito bowl, essentially what it is an open burrito. Excuse me, itchy nose. Because burritos are obviously supposed to be rolled, but it does look pretty good, to be fair. You can see that there are in there jalapenos and a cheese sauce across the top, and obviously it's a chicken burrito. I would have preferred beef. There was no beef burrito, but it does feel like a decent amount of weight, and I've had this knocking around, like I said, for a month, because I love burritos, but you got to be in a certain mood. I mean, I like hot food, but you got to be in a certain mood for a burrito. So anyway, yeah, let's have a look at the ingredients and the instructions. Hopefully, I've just said hopefully, but I've just read the cooking instructions, and oh dear Lord, it's gonna be a long one. Right, cooking instructions. For best results, cook from frozen. The following instructions are guidelines only. Please don't sue us. Ensure that the product is thoroughly hot all the way through. Oven from frozen. Preheat oven to fan 180 degrees Celsius before we care not for the Fahrenheit. Gas mark 6. I've said it before, I'll say it again. What's the deal with gas mark? Right. Right. Remove outer packaging and pierce film lid several times. Place on a baking tray in the middle of the oven. Heat for 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, remove film and return to the oven for another 10 to 15 minutes. 55 minutes. But Marge, I want it now. However, you can microwave from frozen. Cat E 800 watt full power. Remove outer packaging and place in microwave. Pierce lid several times. Cook for 9 minutes. Remove film lid. Cook for another 2 minutes. I really sincerely doubt that those extra 2 minutes are going to make the top crispy up, because that's why you put this back into the oven for 10 to 15 minutes without the film on, because it makes it crispen up. Microwaves don't crispen up shit, so interesting. Anyway, ingredients. Cooked, shredded, seasoned chicken, 17%. That's not as high as I had hoped it would be. Chicken thighs, sunflower oil, salt, smoked paprika, ground cumin, chili powder, garlic puree, cracked black pepper, cooked basmati rice, water, basmati rice. Why do you double up and stuff like that? Water, single cream milk, red pepper, tortilla wrap, wheat flour, calcium carbonate. Right, basically all the hot stuff has stopped there, but it is towards the top of it. However, I'm not seeing enough hot stuff to suggest that this is going to blow my head off. I'm looking for it a little bit more. There's a couple repeats of chili powder, chili puree. Oh, you better be hot. You can't have a name like Chiquito and be like a you know, a Tex-Mex restaurant chain and not be hot. Anyway, let's get into it. As always, I do this series of videos in real time, so the oven should be heated up now to 180 degrees Celsius. My stomach just went, oh, this is going to be a very, very long 55 minutes. So let's go downstairs. We'll pierce it. We'll see if it smells of anything remotely hot. It should do. It should do. I fear I may be panicking just a little bit. But yeah, and then hopefully this is going to be winner chicken dinner. Right, oven's preheated. I love doing this. It's therapeutic. Do you know what? I have to say, it does look really rather good. I'm just going to make a little, slightly bigger hole here to see if I can smell anything through the packaging. Yes. Yes, I can. That's restored my faith. That actually smells. That actually smells quite spicy. Now, it said put it on a baking tray, so I'm going to do that. Not because it improves its cooking time or anything like that, but when you pick these things up, once they've been in there, it's third-degree burns waiting to happen. So, look away. I trust you. Just bang this bad boy in. 40 minutes. I am going to do it for the full 55 minutes as well to make sure we can get the absolute best out of these things. And I thoroughly recommend, if you do buy this, I mean, if you've got the time, why would you do it in a microwave? I like microwaves. They are convenient, you know, especially when I come home in the morning from work for breakfast and shit like that. But there's no way you should be putting stuff like this in the microwave. Anyway, right, so see you in 40 minutes, even though it's obsolete. There we go. So at 2:45. Right, so we're coming up to 40 minutes. I've made it through the longest part of the wait. I don't know what it is, but whenever I do the genuine cooking of what is genuinely going to be my lunch, every channel I turn to on the TV has a cooking program on it. And what's worse is, whew, oh, that smells nice. I sit through them knowing that all they're actually going to do is make me even hungrier. We've still got 15 minutes to go, and that's looking absolutely banging. Oh wait, I can't say banging anymore. I was watching a video the other day, and things that millennials think make people old. People who say banging. That are skinny jeans. But then I don't wear skinny jeans, because why would you want to look like a golf club? That looks alright. That smells. Excuse me when I get my bonce into it. That smells really, mouth's gone, really, really cheesy. And you can see the edge of the jalapenos. I think this bodes very, very well. I think this bodes very well indeed. An open burrito. Turns out an open burrito could be the future. Also, by the way, I'm laying off Eddie's bar a little bit at the moment because, as you can see, it's getting quite full up, and it's encroaching upon the rest of the table, the rest of our dining experience, if you will. Unless anyone's got amazing recommendations, in which case I can bend the rules for one or two. Look at that. There you go. Eddie's bar with a pinch of hot pot noodles. Right, so, help if you open the door, Dave, you dumbass. I'm in a weakened state. This, oh. I have high hopes. Right, we're going to go for the full 15 minutes as well. Resume. Oh, and since you asked, that's the weather. Needs a little bit more rain. Good sleeping weather. Right, so that was the longest 15 minutes I've faced in a bloody long time. I am absolutely starving. It smells really rather very nice in here, actually. There is a hint of spice in the air. I don't know. There we go, close enough. I don't know if I mean, I can smell a little bit of heat, but then why am I trying to judge it at this point? Because so many times this has bitten me in the ass by just even trying to guess if it's gonna be hot. But it does smell, whew, very, very well seasoned. Look at that. See, this is what I mean about, obviously you try and crispen the top up. Maybe I should have gone for 10 minutes. Maybe that was a bit too much. Maybe I should get a white stick. I mean, let's have a look. Packaging, product, packaging, product. I may have slightly overdone that, but, oh, can you hear that? Oh, that sounds fantastic. Right, there's only one thing to do then. First of all, my beverage of choice will be knockoff Audi supermarket diet lilt. How hot is this? Answer to that question, quite bloody hot. It does smell wonderful. It does smell, oh, very cheesy and a little spicy. I'm dying in my own salivation here. So let's have a look at what a Chiquito fiery chicken burrito bowl is like in the flesh. Alrighty, let's get into this. I am absolutely starving. 55 minutes is too long a time for anyone to wait. But that said, I would not want to know what this would be like. See, look, there's the burrito. Would not want to know what this would be like if you'd done it in a microwave. I'd imagine it would be a big, fat, sweaty mess. Anyway, let's get into this bad boy. I'm going to go straight into the cheese for the first bit. See, get maybe a jalapeno. Oh, look at that. And can you see a little bit of the rice poking through there? I'm going to try that, but I'm dying. I'm going to go for the cheese sauce first. I want to know what that tastes like. I do have a jalapeno. It's quite hot. Oh, as in, oh, no, it's quite hot, as in I just burnt my tongue. It's very cheesy. It's very, very, very nice and cheesy. And also, there's a kick. There's an absolute kick. It's gone straight to the back of my throat. So let's go in for a little bit of the rice and the chicken together. I was worrying over nothing. It's gone down the sides of my mouth now, and the end of my tongue is feeling it. Oh, I worried over nothing. That's got some heat. That's got some heat. The chicken is fantastic. The rice is really rather nice as well. The cheese sauce is the best bit. Now obviously we got a bit of the bottom covering of burrito there as well. And yeah, back of my throat, I'm feeling this, but the thing I'm getting the most from this, apart from burning my hand horrifically right now, this is fantastic. Right, the cheesiness is just amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. And then you get into the chicken, which is incredibly well seasoned, but hot. Really, actually quite hot. I worried over nothing. It goes straight to the back of your throat and comes back, you know, up the sides of your mouth, and it's done my tongue. I've got a little bit of a sniffle. Let's go for a bit of the edge where we just got rice and chicken, if you can see that. This, I recommend this so much. It's bursting with flavour, but the best bit has to be the creamy cheese sauce. And every now and then when you get a bite with the jalapeno in it, you get a proper nice little fiery tickle. But the chicken... And I was thinking, are you going to eat the burrito? Because look, if you can see that there's daylight there. Because obviously normally the whole purpose of the burrito is just to give you something, you know, to wrap it in so you can eat it. I'm burning this with my hand. But no, it really works well like this. Oh, jalapeno. Excuse me. Palate cleanse. I think you just might be the best knockoff supermarket Diet Lil. Windy Pops. This is phenomenal. Honestly, this is phenomenal. I will be getting this again. Excuse me, I'm a pig. Absolutely amazing. My mouth is on fire, but it's pleasant. I'm enjoying it. With every lash of heat I get, and a nice taste of chicken, the topping on this cheesecake, if you will, savoury cheesecake, is the sauce. It's amazing. And it's just building and building and getting hotter and hotter. See, I was worried at the start of this. Mouth's gone. Really rather quite hot now. Yep. And I was worried for no reason whatsoever. This is a thoroughly, thoroughly nice dish. I do recommend this. I'm curious if they actually sell this in their restaurant. I mean, if this is an actual proper Chiquito dish, I would like to find out firsthand. Excuse me while I stop my man from going overboard. But this is fantastic. The other thing, cheese sauce, that I'd be very interested in is how this would actually turn out in a microwave. Maybe I'll do some follow-up dishes where I try some of these things in a microwave. But to sum up, great rice. Chicken's really, really nice. The seasoning in the chicken has a definite bite of heat. And then the cheese, just a topping on the cake. But then obviously, every time you bite into the cheese, every now and then you get a mouthful of jalapeno. And it really steps up. This is fantastic. This is a cheesy, savoury chicken feast that I thoroughly recommend. And I will definitely be eating again. And my mouth is absolutely on fire. Pinch at the back of my throat. And it's creeping down the chest. Honestly, Chiquito Fiery. You can say that, Chiquito. It is. Chiquito Fiery Open Burrito. Honestly, you need to try this. You really need to try this. This is the best. I say this a lot, but genuinely this time, this is the best oven prepared ready meal. Excuse me, Windy Pops. I've had in bloody ages in this series of videos. Honestly, Windy Pops, thoroughly recommended. End on a high. Palate cleanse. As always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you have tried this, or you have tried the actual dish this is based on in their restaurant. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.